setting has to change in there.
We're live.
There's a bright boost.
Yeah, I don't know. You said it.
Go here, go down to brightness, and there's a bright boost. It really helps see in the outdoors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cool. There you go. That'll help you.
Okay.
Well, you know.
Do I know?
That's okay. Switching into that one. That's right.
6 feet, man. 6 feet.
Yeah, it's like, yes. I know. I had my picture taken with my
20 views already, baby. Oh, nice. Checking it out. Oh, should I change the framing? It looks different on my phone. Hasn't changed. That's not live. Oh, cool. Dang, dude, almost up 30 already. Yeah, that's nice. That's interesting. It's a little bit wider on the live video.
Don't forget to roll the other camera.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to pull some of these people in. Yeah, I was thinking of yeah.
Yeah, I always feel guilty about that. Yeah, yeah. I got this stuff.
If everyone would stand for the national anthem, please. Good morning. Thank you all for being here. There's a few seats there in the front, more in the front here. If anybody would like to come down and sit, you're more than welcome. Appreciate everybody being here today and also observing the COVID-19 guidelines. We had originally hoped to have everybody here, the whole public here, but under the circumstances, we hope everybody is at home watching safely on Facebook Live. I'm Jock Hedblade of the Macomb Area Convention and Visitors Bureau and Unforgettable Forgottonia. A little over 2 years ago, our office created the Permanent Attractions Initiative to showcase the beauty and rich history of McDonough County with the added benefit of drawing visitors and tourist dollars to our community. The three-phase plan included creation of murals, establishing the story of Elizabeth Maggie, who invented the game of Monopoly, and the reason why we're all here today, to bring to life our county's marvelous historic connection with arguably our country's most beloved president, Abraham Lincoln. This vision only becomes a reality through hard work, partnership, and the support of many people in the community. I'd like now to introduce and thank our key partners in today's unveiling, but before I do that, I'd like to recite Lincoln's entire Gettysburg Address, followed by his lesser-known, much longer Cooper Union Address. No? Okay, we'll move on then. Fine. Just for time speed here. The Rotary Club of Macomb is celebrating its 100th year anniversary. Rotary, along with the Macomb Centennial Rotary Club, is an organization of business and professional people united worldwide who provide humanitarian service and encourage high ethical standards in all vocations. Their motto is service above self. That motto was evident when they approached us to be part of this project and then agreed to fully support it from start to finish. Their generous support helped make this project possible, and this monument is dedicated in recognition of 100 years of Rotary International service in Macomb, Illinois. With great gratitude and much appreciation, it's an honor to introduce the former president of the Rotary Club of Macomb, Mr. Jerry Brookhart. Jerry?
Good morning, everyone, and thank you, Jock. Remembering and connecting with Abraham Lincoln 50 years ago on February 1st, 1920, 24 Macomb business people formed the Rotary Club of Macomb. Rotary International had been formed 15 years previously by Chicago attorney Paul Harris. He is still honored today by the Paul Harris Award, which is awarded to local civic and community leaders for every $1,000 contributed by local Rotarians. The funding for this statue commemorating Rotary Club of Macomb's 100 years came from multiple sources, including a grant from our Rotary District, Macomb Rotary Foundation, local Rotary Club of Macomb funds, private donations by multiple Rotary Club of Macomb members, a business donation by Mid-America Bank, and a statue foundation was donated by Lavadier Construction. In addition to the statue contribution, our club has made numerous humanitarian contributions to multiple non-profit organizations in Macomb as part of our 100th celebration. Because of COVID, our 100th celebration dinner planned for 200 guests was unfortunately postponed until next year. A major thank you to Tom Stites and his 100th celebration committee for their time and effort for this dinner event. The two Rotary clubs in Macomb are members of the 1.2 million member Rotary International organization that has clubs in 200 countries united to create lasting change across the globe and in their communities. The Macomb Centennial Morning Club was formed in 2005 as a spin-off from the Rotary Club of Macomb and will have ongoing statue maintenance responsibility along with Macomb Beautiful. If he was around today, I am sure Abraham Lincoln would have been in full support of Rotary's four-way test. Of all the things we think, say, and do, is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will build goodwill and better friendships? Will be beneficial to all concerned? If you're interested in membership in one of these clubs, contact a local Rotarian in the audience with one of these shirts on, or similar shirts. Would all Rotarians please stand up and raise their hand? All right. If you're not interested in joining us in a Rotary Club, any donation to this Lincoln statue project can be made to the Rotary Club of Macomb. Our local club funds have come from past fundraisers. Look for information on two raffles coming up soon where you can participate. The first one being a beef raffle this fall and an auto raffle early next year. In summary, it is great to see the statue come to fruition after working with artist Duke, who's not able to be with us today, unfortunately, the mayor's office, and Jock with the MACVB. Thank you, Jock, and everybody else, and the mayor. All right, that concludes my remarks.
Thank you, Jerry. You'll give us just a second here. We hear this is a little muffled, so we're going to take this sign off. We assume everybody's paying attention to it already. Could just be me that's muffled, I'm not sure. Here in McDonough County, we're fortunate to have a vibrant artist community. When the time came to create the mural at the old dairy, which I'm sure you all seen, we had a group of talented artists that were willing to jump in. When I told our artist on this project about the Looking for Lincoln concept, he proposed the world's only topiary Lincoln monument. I loved it. And after some fine-tuning, many delays, much due to the virus, we're finally ready for today's unveiling. It's been a wild ride, but a lot of fun. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you to the lead artist and the creator of Macomb's decidedly modern and one-of-a-kind Lincoln Topiary Monument, Mr. Henry Duke Oursler. Now, he can't be with us today. However, he's on this screen right now, and hopefully you'll be able to hear from him. Take it away, Duke.
Hey, hello everybody. I hope that you can hear me. I want to say I am so grateful for the city of Macomb for being such an open community and kind and interested in making art part of what we value. And I need to thank my good friend Jock for working with me through this project. He is a fantastic man, and this couldn't be done without him, and he truly deserves a great round of applause. I truly appreciate him. I also need to thank some really important people. Mr. Kent Slater, Judge Slater, who showed up out of nowhere to help with this project, as well as my friend Bill Howard, who is another professor friend of mine at Western, who helped me with this sculpture. I need to truly thank Jerry Brookhart and the new Rotary Club. my friend and my essentially partner in crime in this situation, Marc Moulton, the artist who helped me create this sculpture. I am truly grateful to have an opportunity to make a sculpture of Abraham Lincoln, honest Abe, a person whose importance is now more relevant than ever. And I am honored to have a piece on this community property, and I am just grateful to be part of this community. And thank you guys all for coming. Thank you so much.
My good friend Duke Oursler. Give him another round of applause. This sculpture was designed to be the centerpiece of what will be McDonough County's 10-site Looking for Lincoln self-guided tour, which will also include the courthouse where Lincoln spoke on 2 occasions, the Randolph House building where he stayed on at least 3 occasions, and the site at which one of the earliest known photos of Lincoln was taken over at the Citizen Bank building. You can find more about these locations and all the others listed on the back of the program just by checking that QR code. And to let you find out a little bit more about the Looking for Lincoln Heritage Committee, here's the quiet muscle behind the CVB and a person whom the office would be lost without, Jan Armstrong.
Morning. Based in Springfield, Illinois, the Looking for Lincoln Heritage Coalition is a consortium of Central Illinois sites and communities supported by Illinois Historic Preservation Agency, Illinois Office of Tourism, Abraham Lincoln Presidential Library and Museum, and the National Park Service, which gives visitors the opportunity to literally walk in Lincoln's footsteps. Macomb, becoming an official Looking for Lincoln community, will connect our district to the National Park Service's Lincoln National Heritage Trail and establish McDonough County as an Abraham Lincoln National Heritage Area. Few individuals have so profoundly influenced American history as Abraham Lincoln, who was raised from humble beginnings right here in our backyard to President of the United States of America. The Executive Director of the Looking for Lincoln Coalition, Sarah Watson, could not be with us today due to travel restrictions, but has sent along this encouraging message. Looking for Lincoln is thrilled with Macomb's effort to share the community's Lincoln connection with residents and visitors. The Living Lincoln Topiary Monument will add a new dimension to the Lincoln story in Macomb and will add to the many attractions in the Abraham Lincoln National Heritage Area. Thank you.
Jan Armstrong, Ty. And now a little song from the Lemoyne Brass Quintet. Ladies and gentlemen. Lemoyne Brass Quintet, thank you. Finally, we'd like to thank the city of Macomb. For without this city, we'd all be wondering why we're sitting here in an empty field this morning together. I knew that one wasn't going to work. But we also thank the city not only for their strong support of our office and this project, but for so graciously allowing this monument to be displayed here on the City Hall lawn. Particularly the members of the fine City Council, Administrator Scott Coker, and of course, our Mayor, Mr. Mike Inman. Mike?
Good morning, everyone. It's so wonderful to be here celebrating rather belatedly the 100th anniversary of our Centennial Rotary Club. And just to get started, I want to thank the members of the Rotary, both the Noon and the Morning Club, but particularly the Noon Club as they celebrated their 100th anniversary this past year. 100 years of dedicated service to this community. And this project is just one of many that they have done over the course of their history. So let's give them another round of applause, please. And we're really counting on the other Rotary Club, the Morning Rotary Club, and our friends from the Macomb Beautiful Association to maintain this going forward. So Barb, thank you for your commitment, your group's commitment here. You do wonderful things across the community, and thank you. This is the Macomb Beautiful Association. You know, when Jerry and Jock came to my office, seems like just yesterday, and and brought this idea forward, we thought, well, that's pretty unique, pretty cool. And then when they said Duke Oursler was on board, we knew it was going to be great. So Duke's fingerprints literally are on about every piece of public art you see in Macomb right now. So Duke, you're still hanging out with us there technologically. Thank you. Let's give Duke another round of applause. It's my privilege to issue the following proclamation, Mr. Lincoln. Thank you for being here as well. It says, whereas Abraham Lincoln served as the 16th President of the United States from 1861 to 1865, and whereas in 1832, en route from Beardstown to Burlington, Lincoln led volunteer troops through McDonough County on their way to northern Illinois during the Black Hawk War. And whereas Lincoln made 2 significant campaign stops in Macomb during his tour of the state, while debating Stephen Douglas in a race for the United States Senate, and whereas his first significant visit was on Wednesday, August 25th, 1858, where he spoke to an audience that filled the courthouse. During this visit, Lincoln stayed overnight at the Randolph House, a hotel owned by William Harrison Randolph, a local businessman and former state legislator. At the time, the Randolph House was known as the finest hotel between Chicago and Quincy. And whereas before leaving town, Lincoln allowed local photographer T.P. Pearson to take an ambiotype photo of him. A photographic print of that ambiotype is in the collection of the Lincoln Home National Historic Site in Springfield, Illinois. And whereas while on the campaign trail, Lincoln again stayed overnight at the Randolph House on October 12, 1858, and whereas Lincoln's second significant visit to Macomb was on October 25, 1858, on his way to Freeport to the debate there. Lincoln spoke to a crowd of more than 4,000 people on the courthouse square, where it was reported that the crowd stood in inclement weather for the entirety of his speech. And whereas during this visit, Lincoln again stayed overnight at the Randolph House and developed what has famously been known as the Freeport Question, a pivotal moment in the Lincoln-Douglas debates that ultimately propelled the young politician to become President of the United States. And whereas today is the unveiling of the Lincoln Topiary Monument, made possible through a collaboration of the Macomb Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, Western Illinois Assistant Professor of Art and Sculpture Henry Duke Oursler, artist Dr. Marc Moulton, the Rotary Club of Macomb, the Macomb Centennial Rotary Club, Macomb Beautiful Association, and the City of Macomb. Now, therefore, I, Michael J. Inman, Mayor of the City of Macomb, Illinois, do hereby proclaim today, Saturday, August 29th, 2020, as Abraham Lincoln Day, and I encourage all citizens to join me in recognizing the significant role Macomb has had and continues to have in events shaping the history of our state and our nation. Mr. Lincoln, can I give this to you?
And now to read the monument's dedication plaque, the man of the day, and one we've loved for over 162 years, Mr. Abraham Lincoln.
Thank you so kindly, folks. It's a pleasure to be here in Macomb again. The Macomb Area Convention and Visitors Bureau, in partnership with the Rotary Club of Macomb, Macomb Centennial Rotary Club, artists Duke Oursler and Marc Moulton, and the city of Macomb present this sculpture to the people of Macomb in preservation of the story of yours truly, 16th President Abraham Lincoln, his life and connection to this community. The Living Lincoln Topiary Monument was dedicated August 2020 in recognition of 100 years of Rotary International service in Macomb, Illinois.
Thank you, Mr. President. Michael Krebs, everyone. He's a Lebanese, by the way. He's a Lebanese, yeah. All right, so, now finally the moment that we've all been waiting for. We could have a drum roll, please. Be careful, there might be some flying flowers.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Living Topiary Monument from Macomb, Illinois. You know, Judge Douglas once said in a debate we were having that I was two-faced. I said to the good people listening at the time, I put it to you, if I had two faces, would I be wearing this one? Thank you kindly, everyone.
In closing, I'd just like to say there are so many others we owe our appreciation in helping make this project a reality, particularly the members of the MACVB Board of Directors, the Macomb Looking for Lincoln Committee members, and of course the members of the Macomb Beautiful Association. If you all want to stand if you're here, and everybody give them a round of applause. There are far too many others to thank here today, so please check your programs for a list of these very special people who helped on this project. And please remember, when a community comes together to build a project, that project builds community. I'd like to close with President Lincoln's own words, if you don't mind. Nothing in this world is impossible to a willing heart. Keep your hearts open, and thank you all for coming.
He's done this before.
Shot? Take pictures.
Abraham with us.
No, I want to see the ball.
No one noticed. It's supposed to be Oh, I bet you were. I had mentioned some things